Hey everyone, and welcome to this Masterclass Explainer. Today, we are going to completely transform the way you interact with artificial intelligence. Seriously, if you've ever felt like the AI just isn't giving you the brilliant answers you were hoping for, and instead hands you the digital equivalent of wet cardboard, well, you're in exactly the right place. By the time we wrap up today, we're going to graduate you from being just a casual AI user into a master instructor. We'll be using the definitive AI prompt playbook for 2026, so get ready because the way you work, the way you create, and the way you solve problems is about to seriously level up. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is the absolute ground floor truth. AI is only as powerful as the instructions you give it, period. Think of AI as the single smartest assistant in the entire world. I mean, it's got near limitless knowledge, incredible skills, blinding speed, but it completely lacks direction. Until you step in and take control, it's just essentially sitting there, waiting for you. It really is only as powerful as the instructions you give it. So here's our game plan, our syllabus for today's explainer. We'll start with the power of instructions, move into the 2026 prompt framework, look at mastering prompts in action, figure out choosing the right AI model, and then finally, we'll look ahead to the future of prompting. It's a step-by-step transformation from asking simple questions to crafting incredibly powerful instructions. All right, section 1, the power of instructions. We need to build a totally new mindset here because a prompt isn't just a basic question, it's a comprehensive instruction system. You've got to shift your mindset right out of the gate. Prompt engineering, it's not just typing a lazy question into a search bar. It is the art of communicating with AI effectively, providing incredibly clear direction to shape its knowledge, its skill, and its speed. Because, listen, here is the golden rule. A vague instruction will always, inevitably, create a vague, uninspired result. Give the AI nothing to work with, and you're going to get generic fluff right back. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what I mean. Look at the stark contrast here. A weak prompt like write about marketing, that just generates a broad, boring, generic essay that honestly helps absolutely no one. But then look at the strong prompt. Act as a senior digital marketing strategist, create a beginner-friendly guide, explaining 5 customer acquisition strategies, include examples. Bam! Do you see the aha moment here? We've explicitly defined the role, the objective, the audience, the format, and the depth. The output from this second prompt is going to be extraordinary. Which brings us to section 2, the 2026 prompt framework. We are shifting gears now to be highly methodical as we get into the core system of the playbook. So how do we actually write strong prompts consistently, every single time? We use a system. The absolute best prompts methodically follow these 6 core elements. First up, role. Who should the AI become? A storyteller, a copywriter. Second, task. What exactly should it do? Third is context. What background info matters right now? Fourth, format. How do you want it structured? Bullet points, a table. Fifth is constraints, and this one is absolutely huge. What are the limits? Like, keep it under 800 words. And finally, number 6, tone. How should it sound? Educational, snarky? When you stack these 6 elements together, you are taking total control of the AI. All right, section 3, mastering prompts in action. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how we can take that abstract 6-step framework and apply it to some high-value, real-world tasks. Let's start with content creation, your basic prompt. Write a YouTube script about black holes. Yawn. You are going to get a dry Wikipedia-style summary. But look at the advanced version. We give it a role, a viral YouTube scriptwriter. We give it a format and constraint, an 8-minute script. We give it tone and context. Start with a strong hook, build suspense, end with a mind-blowing fact. You've literally just turned a totally bland space prompt into a highly specific, gripping documentary script that's actually ready to produce. Now let's try it for marketing. The basic prompt, write a sales email, gives you a spammy, generic draft that nobody wants to read. But applying our framework changes the whole shebang. Act as a conversion copywriter. There's the role. Promoting an AI course for beginners. There's your context. Focus on pain points, transformation, and urgency. That sets the tone and constraints perfectly. By injecting that precise tone and context, you suddenly have an email that's actually going to convert. And listen, this isn't just for business. AI can be your own personal elite teacher. Just saying explain quantum physics is going to give you a massive headache, but asking it to act as a physics teacher and explain it to a complete beginner using analogies and practical examples, wow, that changes the game entirely. As long as you give it the right role and constraints, it tailors the learning perfectly to you. The sheer versatility of this framework is it's staggering. We're talking rapid-fire problem solving here. You can use it for financial planning, literally building a 10K savings plan based on your exact monthly income. You can use it for business strategy by assigning it the role of a startup consultant. You can systemize your personal productivity, scheduling your work and the gym. Or, hey, dive into creative storytelling and architect a psychologically complex sci-fi villain. Once you master those 6 steps, there's almost no problem you can't tackle. Section 4, choosing the right AI model. So the crucial point is, even with a killer prompt, not all AI models behave exactly the same way. While the framework we just learned is universal, the models themselves have their own distinct 2026 capabilities. Think of it as matching the right tool to the right task. ChatGPT, still absolutely phenomenal for writing, content, and brainstorming. It loves structured, clear prompts. Claude is a total powerhouse when you need deep analysis, long-form reviews, or complex reasoning. It thrives on detailed contextual prompts. And then there's Gemini, your go-to for heavy research, information gathering, and trend analysis. Match the right tool, apply the framework, and you're golden. Actually, wait, a quick wake-up call before you run off and start experimenting. If you ignore structure and constraints, you will instantly downgrade your AI's precision. These common mistakes are brutal. Being too vague is the mortal enemy of good output. Having no audience to find means the AI is just talking to a brick wall. Lacking structure creates a totally messy result, and ignoring constraints, well, the AI is just going to ramble on forever. Do not let these simple mistakes sabotage your new skills. Section 5, the future of prompting. Let's move to and see how this builds into what is coming next on the horizon. Because prompting, it is definitely not standing still. We are smack in the middle of a massive multimodal evolution. Pretty soon, prompting isn't just going to be about typing text. You'll be prompting with your voice, combining that with images, generating video, and plugging in real-time context from the environment around you. As AI goes multimodal, your ability to clearly and structurally direct these systems, that is going to be the single most valuable digital skill of this entire decade, hands down. So I want to leave you with this absolute core truth. Burn this into your memory, okay? Prompting is not about asking better questions, it is about giving better instructions. Once you master the structure we just covered, AI totally stops feeling random. It stops being frustrating, and it starts feeling incredibly, almost unbelievably powerful. The future belongs to the people who know exactly how to communicate with these intelligent systems. And hey, now you have the playbook. You know the 6-step framework, you know how to assign roles, set constraints, and build powerful context. One better prompt really can change everything. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I'll leave you with one final provocative question to think about. What will you instruct next? Get out there, test your new masterclass skills, and see just how powerful you can be.